the Global Light Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Craig Johnson along with Scott Hudson to call all the action. And we're going to see some of the high flyers and the speed burners. 237 pounds the limit.
That's exactly right, Craig, and that's something that not very evident in this match because both of these men are light heavyweights in the truest sense of the word. But in the GWF, we have raised the lowest or the highest weight, if you will, of the light heavyweight division. No longer is it 224 pounds as it has been for the past several decades. You can be anywhere up to 236 pounds to be in the light. 237.
237 was the thing I was given right before today's tournament.
237 pounds. That's something new. That's going to allow a bunch of new wrestlers in the light heavyweight tournament that may not have been light heavyweights in other federations.
Yeah, let me say that very quickly. Not necessarily new wrestlers to you fans at home, but new wrestlers to the light heavyweight ranks, like John Tatum and Iceman King Parsons.
Two wrestlers you certainly haven't seen wrestle in light heavyweight divisions recently there will be in this tournament.
Now let's get to the action in the ring. Chaz with the elbow flying into Ed Robinson in the corner. Robinson reverses. Chaz goes over the top, goes over to the other side. The flying cross body block. Count of one, count of two by Rick Manning.
This Chaz is a good-looking youngster, Craig. Obviously, he spends a lot of time in the gym. He's a junior heavyweight. What can we tell you? He's a light coming in about 200 pounds even tonight, I think, Craig. Really having a great time over in there. The fans love him. The women love him. He's a popular light heavyweight here in the GWF.
He held a regional light heavyweight championship in the southern Texas area. A title that, as a matter of fact, he still holds. Going to work on the left arm of Ed Robinson is Chaz. We've seen some fast action already. I am confident our very capable camera crew can keep up with these guys, but this will be the toughest test they've had.
Well, after that television title tournament, Craig, which was so successful and so exciting, this light heavyweight championship tournament is going to be leaps and bounds better, if that's possible, because these men really get in there and fly high and work extra hard, because it's like being number two in a corporation. You're number two, you're a light heavyweight, so you try harder, and these men really do.
Well, Ed Robinson getting a little bit upset at the tactics of Chaz, although there's been nothing really to be upset about. Robinson just doesn't like to be considered on the losing end of things. And now going to business here with the variation on the sleeper hold. A rear chinlock putting pressure on the back of the head, and now tries to convert it into a full sleeper.
He had the left arm across the carotid artery of Chaz. He had the right hand on the occipital bone of Chaz's skull. That may have been a setup to put his hand over the forehead to block all the blood circulation. So give Ed Robinson credit. Done a little medical research there to put him to sleep earlier. Doesn't look like it's working here though, Craig.
But the fans really getting behind Chaz as he locks in the sleeper on Ed Robinson. Robinson down to the canvas, struggling, trying to keep his wits about him. Chaz trying to put him to sleep, and Robinson, using perhaps the 4-inch height advantage, takes advantage of it there.
Ran Chaz right into the corner, and Chaz now really hurting. Ed Robinson taking advantage, and Chaz is really in a bad way now as Robinson just like that took the momentum away from the good-looking purple-clad youngster.
2, 3. Break.
Robinson absolutely trying to throw out the rule book here, and now he throws out Chaz. Well, I guess today may very well be the day that he throws out a lot of things. I don't know if it was trash day at his house or not. But Chaz says, Mr. Robinson, you're going to come this way. I'm going to give you a little present for your efforts. Chaz sending Robinson back into the ring. Chaz a little bit dazed. Robinson takes advantage, being the first man to his feet, the forearm to the back.
We don't know an awful lot about Ed Robinson, but he's looked quite impressive against Chaz. As you said earlier, Craig, Chaz has held a couple of regional light heavyweight titles, so he is experienced in this line of wrestling. We don't know a lot about Ed Robinson, but he certainly is really handing it to this regional champion in there, Chaz. Give Robinson a lot of credit.
Robinson may not have any gold around his waist, but right now he's trying to take a little bit of the precious medal possibilities away from Chaz. Chaz going for the headlock, bulldogs him straight down. Chaz really fatigued here, but is getting the best of Robinson. Oh, tried to go for the backdrop. Robinson tried to fight out of it. Chaz still got him over top, comes down with the elbow, and Chaz picks up Robinson. That might be a mistake. But obviously it wasn't.
He's really winded in there, Craig. You can tell that both of these men really spent physically under these hot television lights.
He goes up to the top. Could be the chastiser. Oh no, got him with the flying drop kick off the top rope. Count of 3 by Rick Manning, and Chaz will move on in the tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Chaz!
We will see the Lightning Kid in action when we return.